Welcome to the Bardic Cauldron, wizards young and old, where daring adventures and terrible jokes are told. Grab you a mug of your favorite brew, grab your seat, and enjoy the view. Welcome back, everyone, to our next episode of Heroes of Theros. We finally caught up on recordings. Do want to let you guys know, for Curse of Strahd, there is a little bit of a mishap. So one video, I got no video, but I got all audio. And now the second Curse of Strahd, you can see everything and you can hear everything except me. So, Curse of Strahd is a little messed up at the moment. I'll get that to try to get that fixed for you guys. To watch that. Discord decided to update and mess some things up for me on my settings, as well as OBS, Streamlabs, what I use to record the sessions. Cantor, not going to be. Don't know if they're going to be with us tonight or not. We're going to just say not. They just had a multiple bypass done, so they are not going to be with us. Probably resting. But we'll go ahead and continue with the three that we do have for tonight's session for the evening. As I pull up the music that I think I like for this. I don't think that's the one, but we'll go with this one for right now. Last time on Heroes of Theros, our party began making their way to this lost temple to Thassa. On the way, they did come across a colorful Triton performer that seemed to just be wandering around. Being warned of a guardian, they began asking the bard some more questions about who they were, what they do, and what they do here, giving the sense that there indeed was a guardian there. Giving the party information that Chimera had passed through, and when asked if they could also have passage through, a riddle was given. I believe, forgot who was the one that got the riddle correct this time. And the answer was water. They begin to journey into the temple. They find themselves perplexed where to go from here. They see a statue of a priest with an open book and a pool of water around it. While moving the book, they found the water moves, and they found a secret entrance that leads down. Cantor quickly puts it up on the statue, and the water raises so they can now go down this secret path that has been made. There, they find a large gathering hall where they may have worshipped here at one time. A shark-like humanoid creature by the name of Valenius pops up from the water and begins to interrogate the party. He informs the party he too is looking to enter Olaten to feast on the corpse of the sea witch Kiora. Small rituals performed, and the party is shifted through planes of existence and rest in the ancient city of Olaten. With the help of an elder that was passing by, they find a forge belonging to the smith who built the city, Igni. this fire giant. Igni retells his relationship with King Olatin and the history of what happened after Olatin sank. The party is successful in persuading the large giant into helping them. Somebody revving their bike. That was really cool. Hope that was worth it. And you got the money to pay for the gas. The party is directed to find Calliope, a renowned sailor who was once the thorn in Foss's side. They speak with the trickster turned bar owner and gain another ally. They also meet with a young acolyte named Athreos, who seems to remember Cantor from the slave ship that he once lived on. Retells information he remembers and takes him to the empty church of Athreos. There, Thea gets an encounter from the former head priest, Esme. She begins to tell Thea about her connection with the god of passage. And that's kind of where we pick up. You guys are all still inside this church. Thea, you are the only person that can see Esme. Fezzik and Arthos, for you guys, you see Thea, like, talking, but you don't see who she's talking to.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just going insane.
Yeah. Oh, no, don't worry. Just talking to the voices again.
But we'll pick up with Euthia.
Oh, God. As I frantically go through my notes and try to remember what I had in mind at this point. I had a plan. 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that plan went out the window.
Yeah, life has been nuts. Okay. Okay, so Esne had a ring, and I was looking at the inscription, and that inscription implied that she was the beloved of Athreos before he was a deity, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Just your soul that rests here? Or is your body here as well? Are you alive or dead?
Not entirely
Or both.
sure how that works. It could be stuck. Not sure. Time is a little different for me, my dear.
Oh. Is there some way that I could help you?
I wish I had more insight and understanding for you, but it just seemed one day that I went to sleep one evening, but then when I awoke, people stopped coming.
Oh. That sounds horrible. Sorry.
It's alright.
But I'm here.
Yes, you are. And it's wonderful to see another one of his children.
Thank you.
What?
I have so many questions I don't know what to ask.
Well, I guess let me start with you. What brings you here?
Many things. We're trying to stop Xenagos from rising. As a whole, in short, trying to save the world, I suppose. Trying to find out what side Athreos is on with the gods, or if he will remain neutral. And I have my own reasons.
Well, I hope you figure all those things out. Athreos was special to the gods. People forget that at one point he was human too.
Yes. Do you know if... I assume not, but do you know if you crossed the river with him?
No. I was left
Is that...
behind.
Is crossing something you would want?
Honestly, that was the plan. When I still remember the conversation. We were living in Satessa at the time. And he came to bed and he sat beside me and he looked sad, but also happy at the same time. Like he had been given a great opportunity. There was a price to it. And that's when he told me that they were calling him to guide souls onto their next place in life. But it would mean that he would have to leave me. And we made a promise to each other that day. That even he being a god, and me being just a humble priestess, that when it finally came to be my time, the gods, at least at the time, agreed that I could be with him. It's been the rest of my life with him from that point on. So if there is a way to get me across, I would love that. Nothing more.
Am I still holding the ring?
Yes.
That she handed me?
Yeah.
Can I, as I'm looking at it, can I make some kind of check to see if like her soul is somehow attached to the ring or trapped in it?
You can make a religion or arcana check.
Oh, because religion checks always go well. Arcana. Yeah, same thing. Why not? Religion.
Yeah.
Oh, dice don't fail me now. Natural 20 for a 23.
You don't think it's her soul that's trapped in the ring. You think it's like her memories and everything else. Or like her soul might be trapped in it, but there's something missing. Like it's not 100% complete. It's like 50% of the soul.
Oh.
This ring. Did Athreos have one?
Yes, he did. He left it behind. That was one of the terms.
So, he didn't take the ring with him when he
No.
became a god?
No. He had to, all attachments had to be cut.
Do you know where his ring is?
I kept it for some years. Then I found myself old, drunk, and angry. And so I threw it into the ocean.
Ah.
Never saw it after that.
Where were you when you threw it in the ocean?
I
On a
was...
ship?
No. I was here in Olatin, but that was when I guess we were above water.
Of course. I don't know for sure. I have a vague idea of maybe how to get you to him, to Athreos. But I would need the other ring.
Then take this one with you.
I will keep it safe.
I hope
And
so.
if it is at all in my power, I will reunite you with him.
Thank you. And you see, now, she kind of just goes away. You are now back in this empty church. You see the destroyed pews and such. Cantor at this time has gone outside. There was something he wanted to try and do. I'll let him roll for that, and at another time, I'll let him do that. But I'll say he goes off to do something. So, Fezzik and Arthos. It's almost kind of like a realization. You see, she's sitting there talking to herself for a good couple minutes. Then she says that part that there's like a realization, like, oh, this is an empty church. Like she's whatever trance she was in, she's out of it now.
And if anyone was paying attention, I would have a couple tears running down my face.
You okay? What happened? You kind of just zoned out and started talking to yourself.
Sorry. Yes. I met Mother Esne.
Mother Esne? Who's that?
And I will relay a lot of the information that we just had, that she was beloved of Athreos and ended up here, died here, and is kind of stuck. And do I want to do that or not? Yeah, I'll show them the ring.
So,
and yeah, explain that story.
So it seems like the only way to get her out is to find the other ring.
That's what I'm wondering. We would have to know exactly where Setessa... no, not Setessa. Olatin!
Was when she
Olatin
threw the ring into the ocean.
Yes.
Oh, now remember, Mr. Fuzzy Paws said that it was on... He said it was on... He said last time he was looking for something for Athreos. It was on an island.
And I heard you say Mr. Fuzzy Paws, and then I was like, who's that? And I'm like, oh, it's the stuffed Leonin.
Yeah!
Forgot he exists sometimes.
It's your mini-me! Sorry. Exist.
It's your mini-me! Why is he on fire?
True.
What?
Austin Powers.
But then, which island?
Could be
Well,
any
that
of
was
them.
like when we left. Oh dear.
I mean, it
Well-
could be any of them, really.
If I ever get time again, I'm going to come back and search for it.
Did she give you any useful information about Olatin?
Going back through the notes.
She said that no one really comes to the temple anymore. That it's very hard to connect with the gods. She can't. But I do wonder.
Can you connect with your god?
You know,
Like-
I haven't actually tried.
Try casting a spell or something.
I'll cast light.
You are able to cast your spell, but it didn't feel as connected as it usually does.
Yes. I'll hold my sickle up that I cast light on. It was difficult, though. Like it's behind a wall or something.
So we're essentially cut off from the gods right now.
To an extent.
But we still have our abilities and powers. It's just we
It
can't
would
make
seem
contact.
so.
So we're on our own down here. Basically, is what you're saying?
Oh, great.
Maybe. I don't know.
Things weren't more complicated already.
Well, that just seems to be the way our life runs, isn't it? It's
Mm.
more and more complicated.
Yeah, and I hate it.
Oh well.
Oh,
I'll take a bit of string or leather cord or something, which I think I have. Hold on. What do I have?
Should nothing. You have nothing in your inventory.
No! I'm gonna take, like, 1 foot of my hemp rope, cut it, like, unravel it a little bit, and try to make a necklace that I could thread the ring through and tie
Okay.
around my neck.
yeah. You can do that. It's really not that big of an issue. Alright. I'll say that you
Alright,
get...
so
Remember, I had
You-
49 feet of rope.
so where to now? Did we get any other names when we were at that bar?
I think that was it. I think you guys pretty much got the basis. You guys have Igni. You have Calliope.
We also have those herd of shark people, the Swahili.
Yes. Yeah. Valenius and his four Sawakans.
So, remind me what exactly we're doing here.
You guys
Oh
are
yeah, we're trying to essentially overthrow the government.
and trying to find Samira.
Yeah, trying to find Samira and overthrow the government.
Yeah, basically.
You know, it's just another Tuesday for us.
Is Arteo still with us?
RTO, yes.
I mean, we got the two biggest powerhouses in the city backing us right now, right?
You have Igni,
Essentially.
who is basically the one who built the city. Then you have Calliope, who is a renowned sailor. And you have some shark people.
So yeah, we got
The city
Two-
snakos.
yeah we got two pretty major players on our side, and then sharks.
That's basically what you guys got.
How does that
think
stack
they
up to what we don't have?
I mean, I'm sure Igni will spread the word, and so would Calliope, but for now we're gonna have to wait a bit.
Yes.
It
Since I
stacks
don't
up.
think I actually... Go ahead.
Oh yeah, it stacks up to like the entire city guard and also the very powerful like ruler of this place. What we've been told.
And the ruler went head to head with a god, right?
Yep, went head to head with Thassa. Lost, but
But she's still alive.
Not dead.
not dead. She
And managed to get the Bident.
managed to get the bite.
That's that's an artifact level item that she has in her possession.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps it could be useful to get her on our side then.
And then what, stab her in the back after that? She's essentially planning to take Aladdin's forces to Theros to aid in the resurrection of Xenagos.
No, Thassa. Get her Thassa on our side.
She's the ruler. The lady we're trying to...
No,
No,
no.
Thassa's the deity.
Yeah, Thassa's
Oh,
the god.
Thassa.
Yeah,
Never
yeah,
mind.
yeah.
But we don't really
Kiora.
have a connection.
Yeah, Kiora is the queen.
Do we have a way to get out of the city and then make contact and then come back?
You guys have not tried.
Shark guy got us in here
Atheo?
first.
Atheo,
Yeah.
didn't you say that you can sometimes communicate with Thassa?
So sometimes, it seems as though that's the only one we can reach.
Oh, so Thassa is the only one that that you guys can contact.
Yes, maybe it's because, well, all the water.
Right.
That would tend to make sense.
Have we tested if this is like an extra dimensional place?
So, at least from what I understand, we are encased in some sort of wall of force that's keeping the water from crushing the city.
Right.
Which means we
So you-
cannot get out. Either.
So no one has tried to break through the force wall?
No one has been able to.
Seems like that'd be a very terrible idea. They would drown the city.
Yeah, that would.
Yeah.
But has anyone been able to like teleport out of the behind the wall?
Not that I've heard of. I know people usually end up here, but then that's usually what happens. They end up here and make a life for themselves here.
There's no way to really get out.
Do we know what created that wall of force?
Do we know? From what I understand, King Olatin had a backup plan just in case anything ever happened.
So like a contingency spell.
Yes, so he had a pillar made inside the... It sounds like a dumb name when you think about it, but the Coral Castle. And,
I mean, it's fitting.
but, because it's not made out of coral, okay, anyway. It produces the Wall of Force spell. And it's what keeps, I don't know, from my understanding, he had gotten a vision about the city sinking. And so this was just in case.
So when Heliod struck down the city, that's when the force wall activated.
Yes, he was ready in case something like that happened.
But
That is
then,
actually a far better answer than I was afraid of.
okay, so the force wall is what's preventing us from
Drowning,
leaving.
yes.
We're not on another plane of existence.
Oh, I think we're on another plane of existence. I think we are. Nobody else thinks so, but...
Like what, the plane of water, or
Well, okay, so there are things down here that I have never seen. If you go up to the wall, to the actual edge of the city where the wall forms, you can see out. And some of the things you see, you don't want to see.
what, like elder, like ancient elder beings?
I have seen some weird, like, fish with lights on their heads, and it's really weird.
Oh, so we're really deep down in the ocean then.
On another plane. Like, we're at the bottom of whatever I would guess would be the plane of water.
Right. Would Arthos know anything about like angular fish, or like have Therosians discovered that the ocean is deeper than it?
Theros is deep, but no one has gone so deep.
There's not as deep as like to see like angular fish or like these ugly fish that live under.
No
in
one
the bottom of
there.
the ocean.
There's not been one that has been documented. No.
No.
Thea's trying to imagine these fish that have somehow the magical ability to cast light.
Do you want to see them?
I mean, yes.
All right.
That'd
Well,
be a very interesting development.
this is about what time they come out.
I see.
I mean, if we're deep down in an ocean plane,
Yeah, it's actually not too far from this side. At this point, I'll go ahead and pull up kind of the city map that I found physics for this. It's obviously named something completely different, but I think it fits for what I wanted the city to look like. So just ignore the city of glass because it's not made out of
What other?
glass.
Yeah. What other types of fish do you see? Like, are there any sharks or whales?
There have been some sharks.
Like a megalodon
Pretty big, pretty big. Oh, here we are. You see, kind of brings you over to the edge, and you now see like these ugly. They got wide jaws. Their teeth kind of stick out, like across their skin.
I, the player, know that's an angular fish, but Arthur's is like, holy shit.
Yeah, same.
And it looks like it has an antenna.
Oh.
It has an antenna. And it has a little light that kind of like blinks ever so often.
It's probably not magic. It's most likely a biological.
I think it's
thing.
something. I think it's something to do with the actual fish itself.
Well, you see, I did do some
I
studying.
can do this myself. I'll cast light on my sickle again, and kind of
I'll
hold it up to the wall of force.
I mean, I've done some studying on biology on myself, and there are some animals in the wild that can produce luminous effects on their body in certain environments, like the firefly, for example.
Well, yeah, but
True.
this is. I mean, you could look. It's dark as. It's dark.
They probably evolved to be able to use that. I don't know what they would use it for.
I'm not entirely sure. And then, right about this time, you see now almost as big as the city is, this almost like water-like dragon, kind of like just kind of swims through. It goes ahead and swallows up a good about 10 of those anglerfish.
Would any of us recognize this type of creature? Or
You can work. You can make a.
would this be a nature check?
This would be a history or nature check.
I'm better with histories. I'm rolling that. Any one of us can do this.
Anybody. I won't allow advantage, but you can make separate checks.
Okay.
23 what?
For history check.
20,
Nature.
23. It looks like some sort of dragon, but you look really close. It's made out of water.
Okay, I think we're on a different plane of existence.
Just stacked up against the nearest building.
Yeah, this is what time it usually comes out. It comes out and eats.
It's made entirely of water.
Yeah, that's why I think we're on the actual plane of water. It sounds
I mean, there's got to be a way to get us out of here, or maybe there's a way to get the city out of here. Maybe
I don't want to get out of here with that thing.
No, I mean, get the city back into Theros.
Oh.
Not like let the force wall down.
Well, it's kind of funny. Some say that Thassa's Bident works as a tuning fork.
Oh, really?
Cast plane shift.
Yeah, but the problem is you have to get that from the Queen. And I don't think that's going to happen.
Right, so we need to gather forces.
May I suggest we head back to the Temple of Athreos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
This is already edging away from the force wall.
Yeah, let's get away.
I rolled a 4.
You don't know what's going on. You're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
That was big. Nope.
How does Fezzik feel about all this?
Yeah, Fezzik, anything that you want to do?
I want to go up and put my hand on the force wall.
Kind of put your hand on the force wall?
Yeah.
It feels.
Just imagine.
It feels like any equal force you give it, it gives right back. You can almost see like ripples, like it's in the almost like water. It's kind of cool. If you guys weren't stuck on a completely different plane.
I almost half expected you to be like, "Oh yeah, Fezzik, your hand slips through the force wall.
Yeah.
Like,
The water dragon comes back."
oh, Fezzik loses his hand.
The player
Oh
is
well.
fascinated by this. Thea is out.
All right, let's get back to the temple and
That's amazing.
think.
Well, if that water dragon hasn't attacked the city yet, it probably won't anytime soon.
I don't think it could get past the force wall.
It's tried. It just can't get. Yeah, like you said, he can't get past it.
Maybe we can. Nah, no. You know what? I thought about causing chaos, but no. Yeah, I was going to make the dumb suggestion. Maybe we can find a way to get the water dragon into the city. Then I'm like, oh, hundreds of people will die probably.
Yeah. How long's the walk back to the temple?
It's a good like 5-10 minute walk.
Okay. Once we're a minute or two away and like the wall is out of sight, I want to try to make eye contact with Athreos and like tap my head. Like, trying to ask, can we connect for a second?
No, all right, I'm mental link. I establish a mental link.
And I want to mentally say to Athreos,
If there's some way that we could get
crap, what's his name? Arteo?
Arteo and the other acolytes of Thassa on our side, perhaps they could help us. It would be a weak connection to Thassa, but it would be a connection.
Yeah, it'd probably be enough to get her attention. Maybe she can shift the city out of whatever we are and back into Theros.
At least if we can get her Bident back. I think that's probably on us and would likely be a condition regardless.
We're going to need to get the Biden either way.
Oh,
if we want to
absolutely.
leave.
Yes, and I think we all have things we want to do.
But for now, we should focus on stopping her plans.
Yes.
Or at least slowing them.
How much should we share with Arteo? When we were back at the tavern, how much did we share with Arteo?
That's a good question.
I don't remember.
I think you guys told him a little bit, but not. I think you guys told him that you guys were looking for someone, but that's really
Not that we're plotting revolution.
Yeah.
You did tell him that now. The only two people that know about that is Igby and Calliope.
So he doesn't know that we're essentially trying to overthrow the queen.
No, I don't think he. As far as I know, he has no idea. So we'll go with that.
Do we know how
Okay.
he thinks about the queen?
Maybe we should ask that.
I don't think you guys have asked that.
Arteo.
Above table, that's kind of why I want to head back to the Temple of Athreos, because that's closed and no one goes there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I'll ask him when we get inside.
Okay, you guys get back
Temple.
to the temple. It's pretty empty.
What was his name again? Arteo?
It is pronounced Arteo, but I think Arteo.
Arteo.
Arteo, y'all been saying Arteo, it's Arteo now, so.
Alright, Arteo.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the queen and her rule?
Queen Kiora?
Yes.
I mean,
Just out of curiosity.
she keeps the city running, but I really don't appreciate her stepping on Thassa's toes, and of course keeping us down here if there is a way out.
Oh, for sure. I understand completely.
So it's like I said, it's better than what we had, but could be better than that.
But you would want to get back to Theros, right?
Well, of course. Well,
Do you think that would be possible if we could get the Bident back?
I would say there's about a 90% chance.
All right.
So, has anyone ever tried to go against the queen? Any one of your members?
Of the clergy? No. We
What about anyone else?
don't have the numbers.
What if someone were to be building the numbers?
Well, I mean, I don't know who would, no offense, be
Which side?
dumb
Yeah,
enough to try, but
but where would your acolytes stand if a revolution
they,
began?
if there was a fight to be had, they would probably support those for wanting to get out. I'll obviously get back to Theros, reestablish our connection.
Can I make an insight check and
Yeah.
see if he's telling the truth?
Yeah, you can.
Just to try to get a read on him.
Yeah.
Seems a little squirrely.
10.
10?
Yeah. I'm still thinking about that dragon.
Yeah, the dragon has got you like you're trying to read him, but then in the back of your mind, you just see that dragon coming at you like snaking its way through the water. It's kind of hard to tell.
Okay. Yeah, it's worth a try. Arthos, would our link have dropped by now?
Has it been 5 minutes? Or actually, yeah, has it been 5 minutes?
I think it's getting close, but I think it's still up.
Yeah, because
Right.
we were a couple minutes in when we established it.
Yes, so you got about
so-
another like 2.5 minutes or so.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a mental thought at Arthos. Do you think we should tell him?
I think we should. What choice do we have otherwise? We should probably get the ranks of Thassa's people onto our side.
At least make them aware. Let me ask him one more question.
Go for it.
And I will say to Arteo,
Are the people of Olaten still faithful to Thassa through yourself and the others, the other clergy?
From my understanding, yes. They still come, they still worship, and they still, come. It's less and less every day, but there are still some.
I wonder.
and I'll shoot to Arthos mentally.
What if they started preaching a message of hope? Of being able to return to the surface? It would get them on our side.
Cricket?
What's going on? Sorry.
I was asking you, Arthos. What if we had the clergy start preaching a message of hope, of getting back to the surface?
Then we would definitely get a lot more people on our side.
Yep, it would mean a bit more time to let that take effect,
Right.
but that could be powerful.
No, it's definitely beneficial. We should definitely get him on our side.
Do you want to tell him, or do you want me to?
I feel like a fellow like acolyte should tell them, I guess.
Atheo,
Yeah,
I've been vague, and I apologize for that.
it's alright. I figure that, you're new people out in the city.
Yes. And we have things that we are trying to do.
Yeah,
Save Theros, essentially.
Yeah?
We are trying to overthrow the Queen. Return the Bident to the hands of those to which it would be most beneficial. To Thassa. To acolytes. Her clerics. To you, essentially. Do you think you could start spreading a message to the people who still come to you? That there is hope. That a light, an end to this darkness outside the wall, is coming. And soon.
Can't think it for a moment. Alright. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. We have a mass coming up in uh, pretty soon. I could go ahead. It's within the next 3 hours, I think. I could start then.
That would be helpful. Do you have mass every day?
Yes.
Good. Every day. Keep spreading that message. Repeat it.
All right.
Let the people know that there is hope.
By the way, I don't know where you're staying or whatever, but the temple is located. Kind of draws out a map. He kind of, we're here, and the temple is right here, right next to some water that happens to still be there.
I see. I was thinking, actually, is there anyone staying here in the Temple of Athreos?
No, I'm the only one with keys. So if you want, as long as you guys don't tear the place up too much,
I am a cleric of Athreos.
then I don't.
It will be left better
I don't
than it is now.
see an issue with giving you these. He goes ahead and gives you the keys to the place.
Thank you.
Of course.
If at all possible, they shall be returned to you.
Of course. You guys know where to find me. He goes out and starts heading back towards the temple of Thassa.
Oh, that was easier than I thought. How does the Temple of Athreos look? Like, I don't think I really got a good look at it without...
Old and abandoned. There's a lot of dust, cobwebs. It's not, like, broken like the Temple of Heliod was. When the Leonin ransacked it. It just looks like everything's been left in its place. And it just has been collecting dust and cobwebs.
Okay.
But besides that, it looks good.
Okay. I'll hold up the keys. We have a place to stay.
Oh boy. No, we're starting a revolution. This is getting more and more crazier by the minute.
Oh, no crazier than trying to stop a god, I guess. And I'll start kind of absently going around and, like, trying to vaguely clean.
Vaguely clean, okay. Fezzik, anything for you?
I'm curious about anything with their guard or military, because, I mean, here it doesn't seem like they'd have to worry about attacks from anything.
Well, I mean, maybe ask Igni. He might know something. He's the one that's been here the longest.
That would be my suggestion.
Yeah.
That or Calliope. I don't know if she's... Or maybe she's just too busy with serving people overpriced drinks now.
Their prices are over. Their drinks are overpriced?
I don't...
How much did we even pay for drinks? What did we do?
Question.
They weren't overpriced, but Celine thinks they are. They're actually pretty reasonably priced.
Right. Okay. I mean, maybe we should just walk around the city and get a feel for it.
All right.
If you don't mind, I'd like to stay here for a while. It'll look nicer when you get back.
All right, I'm gonna take a walk. I just want to see the general disposition of the public.
Well, how about you and Fezzik take a walk around and we'll tidy the place up.
Sounds like a plan. What do you think, Fezzik?
Good.
Okay. So, team, scout the scout the city. Begin getting a good look. It's interesting how you start to notice the architecture is, though ancient, looks like it's built. Everything is built with a purpose, and it's not made out of the traditional materials that you find in Militus or Athreos. It seems like some sort of metal on most of the buildings. Something that you guys just notice, like just passively notice. You can't make your way towards where you guys know where Igni's forge is at. You come across the elderly lady that's in the courtyard all by herself, looking at this fountain where you guys come from. Oh, hello there. Are you all getting around all right?
Yeah, we're just familiarizing ourselves with the city.
Ah, well, if you have any questions, you can always ask Granny.
Actually, I was wondering, the construction of all the buildings here is unlike anything I've seen.
Oh, yes. Igni, used iron on all the buildings here.
Iron.
Yes. Very strong, hot metal. Can withstand even force of some of the strongest waves I've seen.
But you have to take extra care to not let it rust.
Oh, exactly. It's kind of the one downfall. That you will find some places that are better taken care of than others. Here. That area we call the Rusts. Part of the city where no one really has kind of forgotten about.
That doesn't seem like a good thing.
Well, it was sort of where the riots first happened. When King Olatin passed. And we were left without a leader.
Does anyone really live there anymore?
You do have the occasional passerby. Predominantly it is occupied by people such as yourselves that happen to find their way here.
Interesting.
Well, thank you for your time.
And yours as well. Pleasant day. And she goes back to throwing some crumbs of bread into the fountain. Like, you think she's... At one point, this used to be above water. This was something she would do. Because there used to be, gulls that would swim over here. Fly down and probably get some bread from the fountain. But now, there's not any birds, so she's just...
No.
She's still doing it, though. It's just part of her daily thing that she does.
She's senile.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, leave her to it, I guess.
Alright.
I mean, guys.
Right, then as soon as you leave... Oh, yeah, so...
Where did she say the rust was?
The rusts, plural.
Oh, the rusts.
Yeah, plural. The rusts are kind of like this like little section right here at the bottom. They're like 25 or 6 or so homes down here, right here. This little block.
Ooh.
Quick question: where was the Temple of Athreos in comparison to that?
Temple of Athreos was here.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's your Temple of Athreos. At one point, there was a smaller temple to Heliod, but then after everything went down, they said, "Well, screw you then," and did that. Then, of course, this is the Temple to Thassa, and this is the Forge, right in the heart of everything.
Where's the queen? Where is she at?
This is the castle right here. Yeah. Your Sawagants are hanging out over here. Your shark buddies were hanging out right here.
Okay.
So, after you guys come across this bridge, you go into Ignis Forge, and he looks like he's taking a break at the chronometer. He sees you two. Aye, there's only 2 of you this time. You finding your way around? Finding your way around? All right.
Oh yeah, just getting a lay of the land.
Right. Find yourself a place to stay.
No, we have a place. Yes.
Good. What brings you back so early?
What was the reason again? Why are we here?
I think you guys wanted to ask about like the what her like military
Defenses?
defenses
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff were.
Are how strong they are, things like that.
Well,
I mean,
to be honest with you, I've really only seen the guards around the castle itself, but the castle itself is heavily defended on the inside. King Olatin had me put in traps and such at certain rooms.
I'm guessing if it came to it, you would let us know where they were.
Yes, of course. I think I've already got. I was able to find the old blueprints of what it looked like. Never really signed my name to it, but this is what I've got. And he kind of gives you the blueprints of the castle. There seem to be. What's interesting, it's not a big castle. It looks like on the design, but then you see a note at the bottom of his designs. It says, see page 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
You guys look at page 3 and 4. They seem to be underneath Olatin. Like in the ground itself.
Is there a tunnel system?
There is a tunnel system.
That seems like a big deal.
Yeah.
You see, that you find on the 4th page, it does show it's known, it's a chamber that is known as Plan B.
Plan B.
Yeah. The name of the chamber is called Plan B.
Doesn't have any extra details or anything as to what it might be.
It looks like it, uh, we could ask Agney. He's the one
Yeah,
that...
I was about to say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What can you tell us about Plan B?
Oh, that room. King Lawton got really, paranoid in his older years. Wanted, a safeguard in case, Olatan ever sank. So I built a pillar to, in that room to control the Wall of Force spell that encompasses this mass.
Well, that's important.
Now, I will say there is something I did tell King Olatin that I just now probably need to tell you.
Okay.
That when it is used, it uses a lot of arcane energy. And by my calculations, it's about up.
About up?
Yeah, I'd say about a week. Got about a week left.
So that wall of force is going to come down in a week.
Yeah. I haven't got the heart to tell anyone. But since you're all new here, you got no attachment to this place. Figured I'd tell you.
Hey, that's a.
Does anyone else know? Does the Queen know?
If I would have to guess, she might. Me and
No.
the Queen don't have a relationship whatsoever. And I like to keep it that way. Does her thing, I do my thing.
Oh, lovely.
But well, it's all right. I mean, at least your stories will be forever written in Theros. Maybe if they find your bodies eventually. And
Yeah, I don't think I want to die right now. So we're on a tight schedule then.
Yeah. Well, should we go back and tell the others then?
I think that's a good idea. Can we take these? Are we okay to take these?
Yes. Those were what I could find, but they'll be more use to you than me.
I'll start rolling them up, put them in my satchel. Let's get moving.
So basically, just think like how a architect would start like making plans. Like it's basically how big the room is and what the room might be used for, but there's no it's not pictures. It's literally somebody traced on a graph paper. Basically, is what it looks like. It's a very rough draft. There are some notes. They are in Giant, which me and you,
None of us can read.
Physic, agreed because
Physic would
Orcish would be Giant here. So
Yeah.
you can speak
I
Giant.
also speak giant. Just-
Oh, yes, you can too. I forgot. So you guys have two people that can speak Giant. But you guys make it back to the Church of Athreos. The place, I would say, tell you what, Thea, go ahead and make me just a dexterity check for me.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Okay, that's a straight roll. Boom. Oh, well, we might be screwed. 8.
Okay, 8.
8.
Okay. Okay. So
Nice knowing you guys.
Thea, you get the place looking nice. You do end up falling and taking 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
You kind of like slip on a spot that like maybe somebody left a puddle and you just slip. Same thing. Same thing with Kentor. Oh.
Oh, I thought he was gone. He'd wandered off.
No, Kentor's with you.
Oh, okay.
By this time, he's his thing probably didn't take too much time. Well, I'll get with him about what exactly he wanted to do and let him know what's happening there. But your friends are back.
Okay. I was depending on how long they were gone, would I have time to like explore any other rooms? That might be
Yeah. So here in the Church of Athreos, there looks like there were some like rooms for the afterlights here, and of course a room for, of course, the head priest. Then there was also kind of like very much like the ones that you saw. Bluto. And also the one in Melitus. Pretty open area, and you see that there is a table, and that's probably where they would like prep the body and give it whatever send off it wanted to be. If it was Lawton, they usually did a burial at sea.
Mm-hmm.
So they would wrap it up, put it on a boat, and kind of just ship it out and let it sink eventually.
Yeah. Speaking of bodies, I didn't happen across the body of an older woman, did I?
You did come across a body. Looks like it was in her bedchambers. It was in Ezzy's bedchambers. You do find one.
Okay. Is there a coin on it?
Looks like there is not.
Okay. First things first, I'm going to leave a silver
Okay.
coin.
A little late, but better late than never.
And I'll also try to clean up some of the other rooms so that we have a somewhat comfortable place to sleep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'll say you're able to do that by the time that they're doing that. Between talking with Granny and talking with Igni about the impending doom. So, you guys are all back together by this time. You guys notice that it's nicer in here. Still dark, but I think all of you have...
Except for Thea.
Except for Thea. And Cantor, but he's blind. He's blind anyway, so...
He's blind.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever.
I think
Remember, guys, he's blind.
everybody else can see, except for Thea. Anyway,
I'll cast light on my sickle and like hold it up like a lantern.
yeah, I'll say you guys probably put some torches up and stuff like that. You just have to relight them. Okay, you guys are back together.
So we found these, and I unfurled the maps on like a table.
Oh.
Oh, those are
And
handy.
I also relayed to her the information that we have like a week before the city is buried underwater. Or
And no one thought it was a good idea to, I don't know, tell anyone?
I think the Queen might know. That's what Igni said. Igni said that the Queen might know. But no one else knows. And I think that's why she's probably trying to go to war.
That would make sense.
Or what if she knows that
Terribly twisted type of way.
what if she knows that but doesn't care?
There's that too. Which would
So-
also check out.
What's worrying me is, from what we can tell, most military force is just guards around the castle. But if she's wanting to go to war, she can't do it with only them.
She probably has trained soldiers who have
Where?
had nothing to do but train.
You're saying that the few people she have could fight like an army, is what you're saying.
I mean, I don't know how long Aladdin's been sunk for and how long this plan has been in effect.
Or, Fezzik, are you saying that if she's going to war, where is the army?
Maybe they're in those catacombs.
I'm wondering.
Because
That's
that's
good.
something that we're gonna have to deal with.
I was gonna say, if we do get like forces in a week, we can use the catacombs to get into the palace.
I'm not sure I want to wait until the last minute. I'm rather attached to being alive.
So, no. Alright, so,
Well, maybe-
no. The catacombs are attached. So, the way the catacombs work, I probably should explain this. You have to get into the castle, then get to the catacombs.
Okay, there's no entrance to the catacombs otherwise.
As far as you can tell.
Let's start digging.
Unless you guys start digging. Or, if one of you could swim.
What do you mean by swim?
So, you do look and see where the actual...
Oh, please tell me that there's not a catacomb entrance that you have to jump into one of the lakes for.
Kind of where your shark buddies are at. Kind of, it's pretty close to where the castle is.
There's like a sewer grate entrance that we can get in through. Essentially.
I see two options here to try to get some information, potentially. We could try to ask our friend, the shark friend,
Shark boy.
Sharkhead.
Shark bait! Waha! Okay, anyway. I had to do it.
King Shark is a shark.
I'm sorry, I had to.
Thank you. That was great. Okay. Woo.
We could try to ask Valerius if he could swim down and see if there's an entrance and maybe go in a short way with him swearing whatever oath we can make him swear that he's not going to fight anything. Or we could ask Mr. Fuzzy Paws if he can swim.
Does he need to breathe?
I mean, no, not really. You see, Mr. Fuzzy Paws kind of pokes out of your bag, Thea.
I volunteer him and I grab him.
Hey, wait! Wait, hold on. What are you volunteering me for?
Oh, nothing serious. Just throwing it into water. Hey, can you breathe?
I mean...
Do you breathe?
Kind of, sort of. That's a complicated question, alright?
You have to breathe.
Do I have to breathe? No.
Yes. Well, can you find
Can you swim?
an entrance?
Can I swim? I can sink?
How heavy are you?
Could you walk underwater?
I mean, technically...
Like along the bottom?
I mean, technically. I mean... Yeah?
Do you float? Do you float if we put you in water?
No, I sink.
You sink, so you're heavy.
Kind of, yeah.
I feel like the shark people aren't a great idea because that guy seems bloodthirsty.
Oh, I know. There's going to be some complicated promises that would have to be elicited from him that would be have to be very carefully worded.
Well,
But,
if
Mr.
there
Fuzzy
is an
Paws.
entrance down there, we could ask him to go in that way.
But then he would
Maybe
just go
cause a
into
distraction.
he would just go
Yes, but
into the palace and probably die in the process.
Or alert any army that might be lying in wait down there.
But it would
things
be
are
a
happening.
distraction for us.
And then we can get into the palace itself.
But the thing we need to know is there an army down there? Because that is going to make a very big difference in how we approach this.
I feel like
If
Fuzzy
it's not-
Paws is a better option because he's smaller.
Oh,
Look at him.
agreed.
Let me hold him up. He's less detectable and he sinks in water. Although we would have to get the shark guys to fish him out.
Well, one of us who isn't afraid of water.
Oh.
I'll nudge Athreos.
How funny. Athreos? What did he
Arthos, yeah.
Arthos. I said Arthos.
Athreos
Sorry.
is now the party too? Okay.
Oh, I didn't know we had a god on our side.
Oh.
But he hasn't let me down yet.
I don't suppose anyone has any spells that could let someone breathe underwater.
No.
No,
Thea?
unfortunately. No. I've heard of it.
Let me... What, you guys are level 7?
Yes.
We still have our druid friend with us, right?
You technically do have Celine, so I think, yes. You
Does
guys,
Celine-
druid. I
No
think a
water
druid
breathing?
would have something.
she can come. She could turn into a fish too. But I think she also has water breathing. Let me look at the
Oh yeah,
druid.
she's high enough level that she can turn into swimming creatures.
Yeah. Let me look
She's not
at...
flying creatures.
No, flying creatures is like...
8th level.
Yeah, 8th level. Let me look at water breathing. It's
I think that's a higher.
I think water breathing is a 3rd level spell.
I think it's 3rd level too. Let me double check.
Hang on, let me check manage my spells.
It is 3rd. It is 3rd level.
I, as a sorcerer, would also have been able to cast water breathing if I took it, but I didn't.
Druids, sorcerers, wizards, and Circle of the Land clerics have access to
Oh,
it.
well, nope, I'm out.
Wait, Circle of Land? What? Hang on.
Yeah, coast. Yeah, it's the coast. They get it.
Tempest clerics?
No. They don't. That's weird. That's at
Circle
least...
of the Land druids, you mean?
Yeah, Circle of the Land druids.
Clerics don't get water breathing?
Nope.
No, it doesn't. That's weird.
That feels like something clerics should have.
They get
Well,
water
I can
walk.
get water walk on my list.
I can also, if I chose it, cast water walk, but
Yeah.
I can't.
Wait, could warlocks get it?
It
No,
doesn't.
I'm a 2nd level warlock, so I
So,
don't have
if you
access to
choose
3rd level
Fathomless
spells.
Warlock, you just get the feature to breathe underwater.
Oh yeah, there's an evocation I can take that allows me to.
yeah. There's an
breathe
evocation
underwater.
that you can take, but not something you can cast for multiple people.
I was wondering because I know there's a warlock subclass that deals with like water.
Fathomless. Yeah.
They
They can breathe underwater.
yes, they can
I
breathe
was
underwater.
wondering. I was wondering if that was a spell that they got from the sub.
No.
Dama
It's just
Hexblade.
it is I think it's a feature they get, or it's an invocation they
But
can pick up.
Celine can cast water breathing.
Celine can.
But we'll have to go 30 minutes. We'll have to do like a long rest first before she can swap the spell into her spell repertoire.
Yeah. That is something she does have access to, though.
I mean, if we want to, we could. Thea, you can prepare water walk just in case we need to get to the surface real quick. Would water walk just like propel us forward?
That's a good.
That's a question. That's a good question.
That's-
Go read that spell really quick. Hold on.
Like if you're underwater and you cast it, would
Does
your
it
feet
propel you to
automatically
the
just
top?
shoot- Yeah. Would your feet automatically shoot you back up?
Let me see. That's a 3rd level
If
spell
you
too,
target
right?
a creature submerged in a liquid, the spell carries the target to the surface
It does!
of the liquid at a
Oh,
rate
it
of 50 feet per
does!
round.
Yeah, it's
I feel
pretty
like, Thea,
fast.
you need to.
I'm gonna double my
I-
walking speed. Holy crap!
I feel like Thea, you should have that prepared in case we need a speedy
Not a bad
getaway.
idea.
That's not bad.
Not a bad idea.
I didn't know Water Walk did that. Now I know.
That's a cool feature of that spell that
Uh,
just shoots
one
them up to the
action.
surface.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, that's a ritual one too.
oh yeah, you can just like take 10 minutes and cast it,
Yeah. So you guys, take tip as you guys are going up. Take 10 minutes.
or you can just cast it as an action in case we're going.
Now, is that multiple people that it can do Water Walk with?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Or is it just one person?
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within
Ooh,
range.
yes.
Oh, yeah, you guys can propel up.
Okay.
That could
I will
work.
do that.
Yeah, so in case we need to...
And if we're not in a hurry, I can do that as a ritual and not use a spell slot.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
true.
If we're in a hurry, though, spell
If
slot.
we're in a hurry,
Yeah.
I'll save an extra 3rd level spell slot.
Prepared casters are awesome when you actually get to prepare for things.
Oh, yeah. That's why I like wizards and clerics and druids. Bards, sorcerers, warlocks, and anything else, just they can't prepare their spells.
Yeah.
Kind of sucks, but, you know, this is how the rules work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. So, what is the plan?
I feel like we should rest up and then head to the... I think we could all go down instead of just sending Fuzzy Paws and I throw him back to Thea.
Oh, hey, don't toss me around.
I got you.
I'm delicate.
Oh, sorry. You know, I thought, you know, it'd be fun, you know?
It's not
It's like
fun.
it's like a catapult.
No, it's not.
I'll
It's not
help him
fun.
up onto my shoulder. if he
Look,
wants to
alright,
sit
look.
there.
I like airplane, but catapult I do not like.
What's an airplane?
I don't know, it's just something that... I didn't even think about that. I like play.
I'll hold on to Mr. Fuzzy Paws like around the middle securely and just spin around a little bit. Not
Yeah,
smash.
yeah. This is what I like. Woo!
Carousel?
Air, like this is the plane of water, so like the
Yeah.
plane of air.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe we should get him a little like baby harness.
Oh.
Strap him in.
Oh god, like a little look like a little furry backpack.
Yeah, like you put like you know those like baby harnesses you put in the front and then just have the baby in it.
Yeah, but instead put him on your back.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Oh god.
But
Kind of like one of those cat backpacks that has a little window in it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's just staring out at the world like this isn't fun.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are going to do that tomorrow, though, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna rest up and then every day counts. We need to make every day count.
Okay.
Yes, we need to start keeping track.
All right. What day of the week would it be? Is this the start of the week or?
This is, I would say, just for the sake of ease, it is the beginning. It is the beginning of the week.
Okay, so we have 7 days.
You have 6 days
today. 6 days.
when you wake up.
Oh.
You have 6 days when you wake up.
We need to keep track of that. Arthos will remember it because he has the keen mind feat.
Yeah.
But
And we'll start making notes on something
Okay.
of how many days we have.
I mean, before anyone goes to sleep, Arthos is studying the maps trying to just remember the maps as much as he can. So that when we go down into the catacombs,
it really is a basic layout, but it does have names of like what the room was used for and stuff like that.
would keen mind allow me to just remember the layout of the catacombs?
If you want to say, as you're doing a watch, you can take time to study it, I will say yes.
All right, during one of the watches, I would definitely study it.
Do we need to take a watch? I mean, we're in.
Well, that's a good question.
We
do you guys,
don't. Do
you
we
guys
trust the neighborhood?
I think we're fine.
Okay.
I mean, I guess so. In the rules, you can take like as long as you're doing light activities, it still counts as a long rest.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
So I would study the maps as like a light activity before I sleep.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll allow that. I'll say while you're up, Arthos, you hear people outside like walking by, but nobody seems to pay attention to the Church of Athreos. Like it doesn't exist.
Wow. Do they know what time of day it is down here? Do they have a day and night thing?
It takes a little bit. Near the end of what your watch would be, you do hear the sound kind of drown out. After a while, they do get tired.
Yeah.
So they kind of just
I don't know if this is like a Menzo Baronzon thing where there's like a tower that tells them the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, there it is. There's a sundial that kind of moves ever so, like, slightly. One of the unique
There's
things about a lot.
there's like an artificial light pushing onto it. Like,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
wow, that's interesting.
Uh,
That
it,
seems more convenient than the fairy fire tower that they
Igni,
have in
yeah,
Menzo Baronzon.
yeah, Igni thought of everything here. Uh, all right.
Nice.
But you guys wake up. You get the benefits of a long rest. The day is yours.
I do want to.
Yes.
I do want to do something that night.
Okay. What do you want to do?
So Thea's gonna try to sort through everything that happened that day, because that was a lot. Finding out we have week to live if we fail. Seeing a freaking dragon made out of water that could swallow everything, as far as she knows. Madam, oh crud, what was her name?
Mother.
Esne.
Yeah, Mother Esne.
Mother Esne, the ring that's now on the necklace around her neck. And the thing that she was connecting to the captain of the Typhoon's nemesis that Arteo told us about. And she's going to focus on that and try to pray to Athreos. Don't let that happen to Terran.
Go ahead and make a religion check.
Make a religion check with mega disadvantage.
Probably. Yeah, 11.
11? Okay.
Dang, that dragon again! Ah.
Yeah, you just if you close your eyes, you see that dragon's mouth just wide. It's like it could almost swallow the city if there was no barrier.
Yeah. Don't let that happen to Terran, and don't let me get eaten by a dragon!
Oh, I love it. Okay.
Just having nightmares about the giant water dragon.
Yep, pretty much. That's it.
Okay, cool. Fez, anything for you?
I'm making plans in my head.
Okay, make a punch your head. Okay.
Thinking about different ways we could approach this.
Okay.
And I have something to propose to the party in the morning.
All right. Cool. You guys wake up that next morning with the benefits of a long rest.
Awesome, cool. I want to find a place to hide these blueprints and maps because I don't want to get them. I don't want to take them with us and get them wet.
I'm gonna work on my stuff.
I'll say you can find a there was the head priestess office. Then there are some like acolyte offices. You can put them in one of the acolyte offices that you just happen to know where it's at.
Well, hopefully we know no one's gonna come into this place, right?
You are the only ones that have the keys.
I try to I find a desk drawer to put it in.
Okay.
All right. The map and plans are secured. We can head on our journey.
All right.
Underwater, and then Arthas
Before we leave,
a shiver runs up Arthas' spine.
Before we leave, there's something I need to talk with you guys about.
Okay.
What is it, Fezzik?
We're basically talking about storming a castle here.
Correct.
And I think you can agree that we would need an army for that.
Oh, most definitely.
We have a smith on our side, and if the acolytes can get enough people to our side as well, then perhaps we'll have one.
Where are you going with this, Fezzik?
I think I've been pretty straightforward with it.
I mean, right now we're just doing a recon mission to see if there's any, if they're using the catacombs as a base of operation for their soldiers.
Right, but whatever we find down there, we're still going to need this army.
Indeed.
And if this is just a recon mission, not everyone needs to go.
Oh, I see what you're suggesting.
We have less than a week, and anyone that wants to fight needs to know how.
So so who would we send down then? The only ones that don't have heavy armor?
And who would stay to train those who don't know how to fight?
I think it would be best if I stayed to train.
Right.
Agreed.
So then who are we setting down?
Whoever wishes to go.
I think Stia has has a speedy getaway option in case we need to get out.
Yes, but
you...
another thought. I also have the connections with the acolyte Thassa. Perhaps I could try to go there and convince people to come to us to train.
So then that just leaves Cantor, myself, and Celine.
Yes.
I mean,
I'm open to negotiation on this.
I can transform into a smaller fish to get through if there's something blocking the way to get in.
I definitely feel like three of us should me, Cantor, and Celine should be the ones to go down.
If we're just checking the place out, we're not.
Just a recon mission.
Okay.
Because the three of us don't have heavy armor and don't make a lot of noise when we move.
Agreed.
And
Thea did.
No,
I do.
I'm not saying Thea goes with us. I'm saying Celine, myself, and Cantor.
Right.
Yeah.
You two have the best bet of getting people on our side. You have more connections than, or at least Thea has more connections than what we have right now.
And you at least have somebody that can train them too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the rest of us can just handle it then.
All right. Split the party. Awesome. Love it.
I was going to suggest bring a shark guy one of the shark men with us. I feel like that's a bad idea.
Yes, I don't think that would be wise.
Like his muscle, but I think they would start a war immediately if they found soldiers.
What if
go in?
We just talk to him and see how intelligent he really is? Because that was a really bad first impression, I think. But maybe underneath all that rage,
he seems like an understanding guy. He understood Cantor's thing, or at least command, to go find more of his kind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think he understands that. So maybe if we tell him that now is not the right time to go berserko.
Murder mode. We can take him with us.
Yeah.
Yes, and maybe make it clear that attacking now would mean less chomping on the queen than it would if they attack later.
Exactly.
He'll just be muscle in case we need to fight our way out, I guess.
If not, he could at least watch your back.
Yeah.
Watch the entrance.
Or we can just have him guard the entrance.
That works, yeah.
We don't know what's lurking in those waters either. Besides the shark guys.
Exactly.
Afraid to go in the water.
Yeah, Jaws is gonna come out and eat me.
That was what Valenius was for at the temple. You just see the shark fin rising, then you just see him jump out the water, and he's like, wait a second,
it's just a megalodon that comes out of the water and eats us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Imagine if Valenius was a lot bigger. That'd be horrifying.
Right?
Dragon?
He's about.
Is he a size large or is he a medium?
He's not large, but I mean it's funny. Like, it's really funny the way I made him. His shark face kind of like comes up vertical, then comes out horizontal to where he can look like a human.
Okay.
But
That's
on his back,
creepy.
there's a fin, and he has almost like Hulk muscles, but you can see he's also ripped, kind of like Fezzik is. Difference is, it's got like, probably because he swims so much,
He's more athletic looking.
I wouldn't say that. I would say it's a different kind of athletic. It's
Like a swimmer's body type deal.
Yeah,
Like
but
a Michael Phelps body.
yeah, a Michael Phelps body.
But also, if he was the Hulk.
Yes, at the same time, it's really weird how, because he's wide too. He's like,
Yeah, I don't know if he would even fit in the catacombs. How big does it say on those maps? How big the catacombs were?
as far as you know, everybody in your party can fit, including Valenius, if you guys ever need him to come through with you.
All right, I say we use him as like a entrance guard, and he can like seal up the entrance if needed.
Yes.
Find a big rock moving in the way. He's probably strong enough.
Oh, he's pretty strong. He's probably as strong as Fezzik if Fezzik didn't have the belt.
All right, let's go talk to him then. While you guys do your thing.
Okay. We'll actually start off with you, Athreos, you, Celine, and Kantor. Start making your way to the spot where your Sawagan friends are hanging out. You see Valenius kind of comes out, kind of pokes his head out. Friend.
Hey, friend, what's up?
What do you need, friend?
We have a mission for you, a job.
We attack now?
No, not yet. We need you to be protection for us because we're going into these catacombs that lead into the castle to investigate some stuff.
Catacombs.
Do you think you can do that?
What are catacombs?
Large tunnels.
Caves.
Hmm?
Caves.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Yeah.
You're gonna guard the entrance to those catacombs, and if we come out and we say there's trouble, you block those caverns off.
Valenius not kill no one, but block passage.
Yeah, you have the strength, right, bud? And I slap him on the arm.
Yes, Valenius, do that.
Yeah. And if any of them slip out, we give you permission to kill them.
Yes, we will feast.
Indeed, my friend. We're gonna go get ready. Yeah, just meet us over there, and I point to the direction of where the catacombs are located.
Right here.
Just meet us over there.
Oh, all right. You see, he kind of dives and begins heading his way over there. Pretty fast swimmer.
Jeez, he's enthusiastic.
Celine's like, yeah, all right. So,
He's like a really big puppy with razor sharp teeth.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to have him not on our side. So, we're doing this?
Mm-hmm.
Probably want to do it closer to the tunnel. Give us more time.
Yeah, that's why I said we'll meet him there.
Oh, okay. All right.
We're gonna walk over there.
Okay. She will go ahead and cast water breathing on you, her, and Kator. You guys are able to swim.
Yep. And it lasts 24 hours, so you don't have to worry about it right now.
Yeah.
Oh boy. This doesn't seem like a good idea. Arthos like takes a step and almost like slips in. He's like, oh, and then he actually does slip in, like, ah, falls in.
Gantor just dives in. Celine just kind of does like a little like cannonball in.
Ow!
It
My
is
back.
it is an interesting experience. Now, Arthos, you are able to breathe underwater just fine. You see Valenius comes up, and he kind of, we friends go. Oh,
Yeah, we go.
we ready?
Hang on.
He
My
goes
back.
ahead and begins. Goes ahead and begins swimming towards this little catacomb entrance, and I will bring you onto
What was a map?
a new map. You swim through these catacombs. It's a good 10 minutes. Eventually, you find yourself coming out of here.
Down here.
Down here.
Throw myself onto a map.
It is gonna be you. Let's see, where's Valenius? Here's Valenius. Boop. We got Celine. And we got Cantor. Okay, as you kind of rise from the water, it's dimly lit in here. This seems to be just some sort of like opening right here. Ahead of you, you see another like shallow pool of water. But the large room, and it seems to run off this way, and the hallway continues going for a while.
Oh boy, this is an actual proper dungeon.
Oh.
Alright, Valenius, wait. Here.
This way here.
Yep.
Alright.
You're doing a good job, my friend. Good job. I pat him on the head.
Okay. So where do you guys go? Where do you go?
Oh, there's a lot of ways to go, but I feel like if we're gonna find the encampment, it's gonna be not in water. It's gonna be above water.
You actually look at. You remember the map? On page 3. Page 3. An entrance pointed this way, and it said, Design continues on page 4.
Which way?
This way, right here.
I'm not seeing anything.
Oh,
Oh, it's because I wasn't zoomed out enough.
this way, right here.
Oh, okay. That leads somewhere.
Yeah. At least when you were looking at the plans that Igby had, it said that Plan B was this way.
That's where the pillar is.
Yeah, that's where the pillar is.
Don't want to go that way just yet.
Okay. You do know that there is the only other entrance that leads up to the castle is back at the top. Northeastern section.
Oh, so like right up here?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we'll go up north and try and find a pathway, the best pathway to get up to there,
Okay.
while being as quiet as possible.
Okay. Tell me which way you're going.
So I'm thinking like up this way, and then out, like up, yeah, where I'm standing right now, and then try to go down, or try to find a way to go through here to get over here.
Okay. Begin.
Right.
All right.
Arthos would see that dead end and be like, "Oh, there's a break in the wall. I think we can go that way."
Yeah, it takes you a little bit, but you kind of have to squeeze squeeze through. As you kind of get right there, you do begin to hear talking.
Ooh.
My queen, are you sure this is what you want to do? Yes. I think this is what is best for Latin. Well, I mean, alright, if this is what you think is best, that's what will be done. I will have preparations, made for everything. Your guest, by the way, is becoming very unruly. Just make sure that she's fed every day, and that her accommodations are suitable for her. He's going to be very detrimental to what I have planned.
I'm gonna try to stealth my way to where I can hear the voices.
Okay? You can now hear, it's the conversation's pretty clear now from where you guys are at. It sounds like it's coming from, kind of this direction. And, you can kind of see them. They're kind of on the shore. It looks like it's a short, like, punched over fish-like creature, like a quipper with a head. Like, it's barely humanoid, but it is humanoid. It's like got his mouth open, like talking. And you can now see this almost gorgeous, looks like Triton woman. She wears this almost coral reef, like scale, like, it kind of looks like, it would look like a one-piece bikini. And she also has a coral crown, and she does carry a purple bident with her.
Shit.
And she goes ahead, sends her servant back up, kind of this way. And she begins going down this way.
I turn to the others and I'm like, I guess we're going to plan B.
You guys are going to go ahead and check out plan B?
I mean, if everyone's on board
Yeah,
with the idea.
I think Cantor would definitely want to follow her.
Yeah, we'll use the... I guess... No, we can walk around the edge, right? That's walkable.
Yeah, it's walkable.
So
I will say, at this
dive
point,
into the water.
you will make a stealth check for me.
Just got a little time. Oh no. 4?
Now, I will say, I think
everyone else does a better job.
I think Celine would have done pass without a trace.
Okay, so plus 10, that's 14.
14, okay.
Group check.
Yeah.
So, half to succeed.
Yeah, half. Okay.
That means 2 of us have to succeed. And
Okay.
if 2 of us fail, we fail.
You think you're good for right now. You follow her down this long corridor. It goes for about another 15 minutes or so. And you come open to this open chasm. You can almost see, almost waves are flowing all over the place. But, like, almost like glistening in the air. You're in water, but you're not at the same time. And you see she comes over to this large, like, pillar. And, actually the pillar is actually a little further back. But this is what she's at right now. It's a large, blue orb. It's just, seems to be spinning in place. Right above it, it almost looks like waves. And you can actually see, Arthos, from where you're at, an image of Melitus. Don't worry. We'll see each other soon enough.
What the F?
And that's actually where we're going to stop and take a break.
What the The full Bostonian in me came out for a moment there. I was like, what the fuck?
I think I left you guys at a very crucial point after I revealed something else.
Not.
I looked at my
No.
notes and I was like, oh, wait a sec. She's there too. Mira, Kaya's daughter is there, tied up in a chain. She's kind of looking up.
This is going to inform my next decision then.
Queen Kiora, you know you're not going to get away with this, right?
So,
Oh, darling dear. You're so young and naive.
how far away do I need to be to establish
see,
a mental link?
I have been working on this for a long time. Ever since that sea witch beat me. I've been planning my revenge from that moment. It just so happened that I owe my friend Xenagos a favor. So, my plan, since you can't do anything about it, I'm going to bring Olatin back. But not in its original place. No, I think a different spot would fit better for Olatin. Right here. And you see she's going to pull up a map of Theros. And she points at Meletis. You see, dear, when you leave the plane of water, you open up a portal to a vast ocean. My plan is to drop Olatin right outside the gates of Meletis. Now, have you ever dropped a large sack into a pool and see what it does? Picture an island dropping from the sky, landing in the water. Do you think those walls are going to protect them? And let's say it does. Let's say the water does do so. I'm bringing along a friend to Meletis. You have heard the tale of Thermocrates, correct? Arthur, since you're close by, you can go ahead and make a history check on the name Thermocrates.
Oh boy. That's a 9.
I'll tell you what. Do that with advantage because you're from Meletis.
Close by. 18.
18. Thermocrates was known as a titan of the ocean and a threat to Meletis. So they built that large, sort of wall that protects the bay of Meletis. So if I bring the Meletis map up here for just a moment to give you an idea, this wall was built to protect Meletis from Thermocrates getting in and attacking Meletis. She wants to drop Olatin right here, possibly destroying the gate and letting Thermocrates have free reign on Meletis.
Oh, fuck.
And once that is taken care of, not only Olatin would be mine, but Meletis would be mine as well. And I will expand the oceans of Theros. Of course, I can only expand so far. Have to let my other friends have a piece of Theros. Now, I would suggest you get comfortable, get used to that spot, at least for the next 6 days. You've got a very important part to play, my dear. And she's gonna go ahead and go to grab Samira's cheek to kind of make her look at her. Samira's gonna spit in her face. You can tell that there's a little bit of blood in that spit.
Oh no.
And you see she kind of... it's gonna be even better watching your home crush beneath the waves. And she's gonna start walking away, kind of in y'all's direction.
Stealth.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to move. I guess I'll move into a way where I can, sort of push up against the wall so that she can see.
So Celine and Cantor are gonna do the same thing on the other side to get behind that pillar.
I put up my finger to them, going shh.
Yeah. You see?
Am I still within range of her pass without trace?
Yeah, you are still within.
Do we need to make stealth checks? I'm assuming.
Right about here. You guys have to make another stealth check for me.
With plus 10, that's 26.
Okay. Okay. Goes over this way.
Arthas is holding his
Stops
breath.
right here because she hears something over here. And you see, she hasn't looked yet. Celine dashes over into the water. It turns into a shark.
Is Cantor with her or no?
Cantor stays right here.
Is there any rocks on the ground? Because I will pick up a rock and I will toss it behind her.
Okay.
Just to sort of make a noise behind her.
Yeah. And you see, she kind of looks back and you see the splash of Celine turning into a shark and diving. She kind of looks back. He kind of comes back up as a shark and just kind of flips. I've never quite understood sharks. Such disgusting creatures. And you see, she's gonna go ahead and walk out.
My heart.
She got a 3 plus a 13, so I rolled her perception and she did catch Celine.
Just as a shark, though, which is... Alright, I'm moving.
Okay.
Let's do or die, let's go.
You see Samara just looks up what are you...
Hey, what's up?
What are you doing here?
I almost had a heart attack.
How did you
I
get
draw
here?
my blade, hold still, and I begin trying to chop at her chains.
Thanks. How did you know I was here?
Your mom, who, by the way, not to sound very, this is probably a bad time to tell you that she's not with us anymore. As in the Allotted killed her.
You see Samara's stunned, and you see she goes... Look like she's about to just... You almost watch this purple energy, just rage in her fists.
Oh, careful. I'm right here.
And she kind of just takes in a breath, and she just kind of lets it kind of dissipate. We'll deal with it another time. We need to get out of here.
Yeah, I guess eventually I would be able to cut her chains, right?
Yeah, eventually.
They're just normal chains.
Yeah. They are kind of strong, but over time, just keep the continuous wear and tear. You see,
Do you know if there's anything we can do to this? And I point at the large orb.
No, I've got no idea. From my understanding, this is where, this is the portal. This, she's already put in place where she wants to go. She just has to do it. I don't know.
Can we change the destination?
I wouldn't even know where to begin how to do that. This is a language I do not understand.
Is there any language I understand, or
Tell me the languages that you speak.
Celestial, Common, and Leonin?
Nope.
All right, well, let's just get out of here then.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna send also right before hang on. I'm sending Thea a message. I'm gonna cast send, and I'm gonna send Thea a message. Like, hey, Thea, good news, bad news. Found. What's her name again?
Chimera.
Chimera. About to leave. Hey, I'm not. Hang on. Good news. Hey, Thea, good news, bad news. Found Chimera. Heading back to surface now. Be ready.
At that point,
Because we might be followed.
I think we're gonna jump over to Fezzik and Thea. So Fezzik and Thea, you guys go to the Temple of Thassa, and Athreos is there. Good, you're all here. The head priest wanted to speak with you, and you're here, so that kind of works, right?
Yes, I'd be happy to speak with him.
Her.
My pardon, her.
And, from my understanding, every head priestess has been a woman here. There's never been a male.
I suppose that would make sense. My apologies.
No, it's alright. And, you see this, kind of blue-green skinned female triton. Lavish, dark blue rose with Thassa's symbol on the front of this kind of like a dress. It's a robe dress, very lavish. Probably way more money than probably what you would expect a priest to wear. Athreos said something about you might be thinking about overthrowing our current queen?
I would like to say it is more than just a thought. We are already trying to put plans in motion and find out as much as we can. We are hoping that perhaps if you and your acolytes can spread a message of hope to the people, that perhaps they will at least support us, if not, perhaps, help in whatever fight may ensue.
Your cause is honorable. It aligns with us, but why would, from my understanding, we have a cleric of Athreos by your robes. You're a fighter, so a Rois. I believe there was a blind man and
Yes.
a Leonin.
Yes. And a
Why?
satyr as well.
Who?
A satyr. A fawn. Celine.
So why? What's in it for you?
We have heard that the Queen is planning on wreaking terrible destruction upon the rest of Theros. That is our home. Some of us are from Melitus, and it seems that that might be where a lot of her malice will be pointed. You still have your home. We don't want to lose ours. And any war she starts would affect your home. Would affect Olaten and all the people in it. Not to mention, from what we understand, she has the bident of Thassa. It should not be in her hands.
You see, she begins pondering as she looks back at you. I'll tell you what. If, when this is over, you bring the bite back as proof. If you bring it back, will help. Now, this is of course we'll help you before, but that is my condition. If, when all this is over and we do not receive the bident, as Thassa as my witness, I will hunt each and every one of you down and make sure that you do not reach the other side. Are we understood?
I'll put a hand on the ring that I'm currently wearing around my neck, and I will bow slightly.
With Athreos as my witness, I can think of no one else in whose hands the bident should be. The followers of Thassa.
Then you have our support. Whatever aid we can give you, we will do so. We will begin giving our services a different tune, as well as send any capable hands your way.
We are grateful. But now, we are holed up in the Temple of Athreos.
I'll look over at Fezzik.
Would that be an appropriate place to train?
I think we can make enough room.
Esme's temple.
Yes.
All right. I will send them your way. We
Thank you.
were friends at one time, so best thing. I was sad when she passed.
She seems like she was a very strong individual.
She had to be. But I will send aid your way, whatever you need. Arteo, you've already have some sort of relationship with them, so you will be
Liaison?
Yes, that word. Sorry, we've been out of Theros for so long that just as the DM was stuttering over his own words, that's
That's alright, I have that word every day in my work, so you're good.
Liaison. It's like liaison. It's like, you will pass messages back and forth between us, as well as bring any supplies that they may need. Before you leave, is there anything that you might need? I don't know what you came with, so blankets or...
We would have found a lot of things like blankets, at least for us in the temple
Yes.
of Athreos, correct?
Yes.
Fezzik, can you think of anything we need immediately?
Other than money to purchase arms and armor for the recruits? Nothing.
I can donate about 200 gold pieces, so you'll have to make it stretch. At least for right
That'll give us
now.
a lot.
we'll do the best we can.
All right. Good luck. As she says that, you get your message, Thea, from Athreos.
Okay. Let's see. The effect was, you got Samira. Good news, bad news. We're coming back. Be ready?
Yeah, essentially we have... why do I keep forgetting her name?
Samira?
Samira. We have Samira. Be prepared. We might... there's a high possibility that we might be, like... It's in the short of it, he said we could be followed.
Yeah.
All right. We'll meet you at the water's edge, I guess. Try not to die.
Look over to Fezzik.
Try not to die.
Try not to die.
Fezzik, I think we need to go to the water. Now.
All right, let's go.
And I'll fill Fezzik in on the way as to what the message pertained or contained.
All right. So, let's go back to Athreos. Samira, let me take her off the map here. It's you, Samira, Kiora,
She's not there anymore.
and Celine are crossing through. You guys get to right here, taking the same path that you guys took, and you find Valenius right there. He's like, I heard a woman talking. Then she was gone.
Shut up.
But I stayed.
I grab him like, you say nothing.
He kind of looks at Cantor what's his problem? He's like, he kind of words like, I'll tell you later. He kind of just nods and
if you say anything, I will find you. And I will personally make your life a living hell and then kill you.
He kind of points down at the water, like, are we leaving then?
You are coming with us. Cantor, hold on to him.
Okay. And swim back down. You all eventually do meet back. Samara has to hold her breath for a little bit.
Well, I would give her to probably the fastest swimmer, which is our shark friend.
Yeah, Valenius. Yeah, and he just
and I say, Valenius, this is friend, not food. Get her to the surface as quickly as you can.
What? And she said, all right. And he just dives with her, and she's like, whoa! And
he's the fastest swimmer. I don't trust that I could get her to the surface on my own.
Even with her holding on, he is still able to swim at his most optimal speed.
All right, let's get moving. Take the fish guy with us. I toss the fish guy in.
Yep. Alright. So, you all eventually make it back all together. Fezzik and Thea, you are looking over at the water's edge. And you're waiting. And you see first, this large shark creature is jaws wide open. We start mirror on his back, and she's and he kind of just jumps out of the water like a freaking dolphin, graceful, and just lands on the edge. And Samira kind of falls, kind of like right behind him.
Oh dear. Are you all right, Samira?
You see, she is malnourished, and it looks like she does have some wounds on her, but she's not bad. I'm alright for the most part.
As soon as Arthos gets to the surface with the fish guy in tow, he throws him onto the shore like, we also got this guy, and I toss him up. He's an assistant to the queen. He's gonna tell us a lot of stuff.
Do we have cloaks or anything on us that we can throw over these
Just,
two? So
just wrap him in a blanket or something. He's small enough for Fezzik to just hold him like he's like a sack.
So, we not go back in and eat Queen?
Not yet.
Still wait?
Although I would like you to head back down and find the biggest rock you can and block off that entrance.
Let me just do that. And he's gonna go ahead and dive in and start doing what you asked him to do.
You know, he's really loyal.
He's not. He is definitely not the brightest bulb in the crown box, but damn it! Okay, that is a ride or die right there.
Yeah, like he will die with you to the end. He's like King Shark, essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got Samara. Someone put a blanket over her or something. All right, I got a spare cloak, actually.
Yeah.
yeah, blankets or cloaks. I want to hide these two so it's not clear who they are and scurry back to the temple.
Yeah, we need to get them out of here.
Okay. You eventually all do make it back to the Temple of Athreos, where Fezzik, there are 10 recruits right and ready for you to train.
You guys were busy.
Looks like they got the bottom of the barrel. You can see there is a satyr that has no horns. Overweight, probably from. Don't know how he got overweight because you're stuck under here, but for some reason he's overweight. You've got a centaur that looks like it has mange, and some patches of hair are missing. There is a minotaur that kind of just doesn't really want to be there. Looks like he was promised like there would be something here but there's not. You find a couple of like older human people that are missing some teeth, probably from not proper dental care. And you find some two young recruits. This is your army.
Well, it looks like you got your work cut out for you, Fezzik.
Come to the revolution. We have cookies.
Yeah, the Minotaur was promised cookies, and there are no cookies, so he's a little upset.
Here, have some dried meat.
All right, fine.
Well, I have something to work with now.
Well, hang on. We need questions answered. Let's take these guys to a place where they can't be seen. I don't trust any of these guys.
One of the back rooms of the temple.
Yeah, we're keeping them there for now.
Okay.
Under guard.
Okay.
I guess, Fezzik, you want to address your army.
Yeah.
Is there anything you need, Fezzik? Any help with training?
For now, no.
All right. Arthos, Cantor, can you deal with your fish friend?
Oh, we'll
I'll
interrogate
deal with
him.
Samira.
Okay.
Grab the fish guy by the scruff of his neck.
Fezzik, we'll start with you.
All right.
Fezzik, you have your recruits. They are there. The Minotaur guy is just chomping on the meat, like angrily, like I was promised cookies, but they gave me dried meat instead. Like, what is this?
Attention, recruits. I'm Fezzik from Athreos, and I'll be training you.
And you see, kind of comes up, right up to you. He's like, "What gives you the right to tell us what to do?"
Who came up and said that? The Minotaur?
Yeah.
Punch him right in the face.
Yeah.
Punch her in the face?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
And I crit too, of course.
Oh my god! How much damage do you do when you crit? When you crit just on bare hand?
How did we get an unconscious Minotaur on the floor?
8 damage.
8 damage. He is not unconscious, but you break his nose. Pop!
That's why.
And he's like, ow! He punched me! Oh! Alright. There's no need for that, but I think I get the point. Oh.
He's just holding his nose, his blood
Would
drips
I have
down.
heard this?
Yeah!
What the? Oh, for goodness sake. Cure wounds.
You kind of like take a nose and you pop it back in place and that hurt.
That's gotta
Sick feeling.
imagine like I imagine that cure wounds kind of hurts as well because it's like
you're
your nose
readjusting
into place.
it. You're breaking it back in place.
Yeah, it snapped it back into place. There's still a little blood coming out of his nose.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Oh.
For a moment he's just like oh.
All right, I think I get the point now.
Alright, so are we going with me first then?
Yeah. Still you.
Alright. Do any of you have any experience with magic or weapons?
You see the satyr raises his hand.
Alright, what have you got?
Well, back in my better days, I wielded a mean hand axe.
Good.
About it. But you see, the satyr kind of raises her hand.
You?
I can dance.
Well, that'll help in some ways.
Okay. And you see the old man. I was like, I was a good runner. Back in my Heroic Games days.
Yeah? What's your name?
They called me, well, what did they used to call me? Ethel. What did they used to call me? He says he looks to the other, like, female that's, like, right next to him. As the DM is trying to stall for names. It's like, oh, hell, I don't know. I don't even remember what you had for breakfast this morning. That's right. They called me Takar Leafswift. Fastest man alive.
And do I recognize it?
Takar Leafswift was actually probably one of the fastest people. He was not good at anything else, but he actually outran. He actually competed in the chariot games without a horse, but outran a horse.
That's very impressive.
It's been some years, but
Wow. I know some friends who know magic that might be able to put some muscle back into you. We'll see.
nobody else raises their hands. The rest tell you that they, one person is a shoemaker. The other person is an innkeeper. One person was just there visiting with their family as a kid and now ended up here.
Alright, that's 6 of them.
Then the other 4.
I'm gonna make you tell me all 10 of them.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. The other 4. One of them, was a slave. From another slaver ship. It wasn't the same one that Cantor was on, but it was a different one. The second one is a probably 15 years old. He was born here, in a blotton underneath the sea. But he wants to see what his family's home was like back in Theros. They're actually from Melitus, or at least his parents were. Then the final person says that they were a pretty decent thief. Like, he would just pickpocket people off the streets and stuff like that. Just simple pickpocketing stuff. Nothing major, nothing big.
Well, that's 9.
Oh, did you get the one boy that was born there?
That's the teen, right?
Yep. 15.
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
the girl that was on vacation with her family.
Yeah, the one that was visiting.
Then the final one looks like a middle-aged man. Doesn't seem to be able to understand you. Like you're talking to him, but he's just looking at you like confused.
Okay. Which one's the Minotaur?
The Minotaur is he is actually from Athreos as well.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't write down the Minotaur, so I'm guessing remove the one that can't understand me.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Alright, yeah, that's 10.
Okay. That is your army. For the time being, we'll go ahead and switch to Thea real quick. Thea, you are taking Chimera?
Yes. I want to take her to one of the back rooms that Fish Person is not being held in.
Yep.
And presumably interrogated. With a brief break to fix the Minotaur's nose. I'll cast a cure wounds on her as well.
Okay. You see some of the wounds
her...
begin to like heal over. Like some are fresher than others.
Mm-hmm. 10 points of healing if that makes a difference.
Okay.
And just make some food for her.
Oh, don't get me wrong. That she fed me, but man, it was the bare minimum.
I'm sure. How long have you been here?
It's probably not longer than a week. Probably not much longer than that. I don't know, it's...
At least wasn't too long.
This place is really weird with time. But I think there's some sort of, like, timekeeping device. When I came in, I got a good glance about it. It looks like a regular sundial, but it seems to be set on time in Theros still.
That's interesting.
At least that's what someone told me.
What were they keeping you chained up for?
She thinks that she can use me to raise her Lawton.
How?
Well, so the way that at least from what I understood, the device itself works. You have to have blood from a divine being. Well, apparently, Mom didn't tell me everything. She apparently is descended from an ancestor that was Clothos's daughter. I don't know how far down the line it goes.
Oh.
I started seeing things. So I asked her about it, and that's what she told me.
Well, that's quite a revelation. And the Queen Kiora, not Kiora. Queen told you this?
Yes. That apparently my blood could be used to power this portal.
I see. And I hate to sound morbid. Does it require all of the person's blood, or only a little?
I did get to read that far. That was when I got caught.
Well, that would be good to know. Has the Queen mentioned anything about what will happen in 6 days?
That the Wall of Force spell will fall, but before it does, she is getting those that are loyal to her ready to take care of any stragglers that Thermocratus doesn't already destroy when they land on Melitus.
And what kind of forces does she have? Does she have an army, or only a few? If you know.
There's at least 100 of them, at least from my understanding.
And do you know if they're well trained, or if they're just...
I don't know.
That's all right.
I wasn't really focused on that. I was worried about trying to find how Lotta was going to be raised to begin with, and that's what brought me to that place.
Of course. Everything you've said so far is very helpful.
Glad it can be. Arthos told me what happened to my mother.
Probably not the way I would have preferred you to find out, but yes.
Do you know how or why?
As far as I know, she was killed by Olatans. We talked with... Oh, what was his name? Varius? No. Yeah, Varius.
Yeah.
He said he heard fight, an argument. Your mother sealed him in a jar, in a vase. And he couldn't see anything, but he heard an argument with someone he didn't know, and then silence. But we did speak with your mother's spirit, and she did say that she was killed by Olatans. However, it may be only a small comfort, if any, but...
And I'll look through my backpack and try to dig out Mr. Fuzzy Paws.
You brought a friend.
You see, she looks down and she's like, "Hey, you came." And you see Mr. Fuzzy Paws kind of just looks up like, "Well, yeah, I mean, of course I did, Samara. You're my best friend." And you see she kind of just begins to let tears fall as Mr. Fuzzy Paws tries to, like, bury himself, like try to give her a hug, but she's not as little as she used to be. So now he kind of just presses, like, against her stomach claw, kind of like trying to hug her, but it's not working.
Remind me, is Samira younger than I am?
She is 21.
Oh, so about the same age, actually.
She's 21.
Okay. If she wants it, I'll give her a hug. If it looks like she needs just some time on her own, I'll give her that.
Plants her face right into your shoulder, and she shrieks. You do take, since you're just right there, 10 points of psychic damage. But then
I'll just
she goes quiet.
bite my tongue and take it.
And with that, we'll go over to Arthos.
Oh boy, interrogation time, and I still have him by the scruff, and I just throw him against the wall and draw my blade.
Alright, look. You're gonna be real gentle with me, alright? I'm very important.
What?
He has no neck, by the way.
Oh, no neck?
Yeah.
So I guess I grab him by the head then and just throw him.
Yeah. Very important.
I want answers, and you're gonna give me those answers.
Depends on what you ask.
What was that device that she was using? The sphere?
That. I don't know the specifics of it, but it's sort of like a focus, too. So, Ray explained to me, when you do plane shift, you just randomly get put wherever. This helps focus where she shifts.
Right.
I don't know what it's called or how to use it. I just guard it sometimes.
Were there other people in that tunnel besides you and the Queen?
Done for conversation, just us.
Just you.
Yeah.
Where is she keeping her army?
All over. She has some in some other places in a lot. She has some in the waters outside Thassa's temple. She has some on the outside of where the rests are. She has some inside the castle with her.
So they're spread out.
Some outside the dome.
Outside the dome?
Yes, they will come on the day the wall breaks, so they get teleported with us.
Yeah, not if I have anything to say about that. Do you know how to destroy the focus?
No.
Or are you just a blind servant?
Blind servant.
No, so you don't know anything other than what you know, than what she told you.
Uh-huh.
Does she always have the bident on her? Or
Always.
Does she keep it? Always?
She sleeps with it.
Sleeps. Bit extreme.
What can I say? He's all powerful.
Yeah, sure, whatever, buddy.
I quite
Come on, those-
admire her.
Right, yeah, keep talking and I'll slit your throat. I mean, keep talking about her and I'll slit your throat.
All right.
You really think this plan of hers is going to actually work?
Most definitely.
Well, I've got news for you, buddy. We got the power source with us. She planned to use the girl to as an extra power cell or something.
Shit. Don't worry.
Huh?
She probably has a plan B for that.
Plan B. There's always a plan B. Right. There's a way outside of the walls, isn't there?
No, there's not.
Okay, so how are there a lot outside of the border?
Oh, I didn't say those were a lot. No.
What's outside the borders?
Her other army.
Other? You mean those giant water dragons?
You've seen the Leviathan.
A Leviathan?
Yes.
Does Arthos know what a Leviathan is?
You have never heard of a Leviathan.
I, the player, know what a Leviathan is.
You, the
Arthos
player,
doesn't.
know, but Arthos does not.
That's what those things are called? Leviathans?
Yes. We are on the plane of water. Creatures, plane of water.
Right, I figured. So when the walls come down, she's taking the Leviathans with her? How many?
5. 5 of those.
Ah.
There is, Tromocratis.
I don't need names.
Okay.
I just know now that there's 5 of them.
I've only seen 5.
5. So there's more.
I don't know.
What do you know? And make sure you answer me correctly or I'm taking you out.
So aggressive.
Yeah, I'm about to get even more aggressive.
I only know what I know.
Yeah, vague as hell, and I slap him with the butt end of the sword.
Wow, so rough. Like this with everyone.
How well prepared are her soldiers? Do you know?
No idea. I only know what she tells me, or what she thinks I need to know.
Great, you're so useful. You know what, you're gonna help us.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm forcing you to help us.
Do what?
Overthrow her.
No! Not Queen Kiora! The magnificent, the master
Do you
of the
value
depths!
your life?
Huh?
Do you value living?
Sometimes.
Do you have an instinct to survive? And I push the blade up to his throat.
Yes, I do.
Good. Then you will help us. Or I will kill you.
But if I help you, then she'll kill me. So,
Yeah, well, I mean, either way you'll die, so what choice do you really have?
exactly, so why don't I just lay here then? Like a dead fish. Get it?
Well, I mean, you could...
Dead fish?
Oh, that's so funny. And I slap him across the face. Well, here's the thing, buddy boy. I don't think you're going to live long enough to even see the conquest of Theros. Because if Xenagos gets released, all hell's going to break loose. And I don't think you want that. I think you're just blindly following her, thinking that one day you might get to be like her right hand. But you're just a lonely servant.
I am valued employee.
employee. Yeah, whatever. I don't even think you probably don't get paid that much.
I get paid 5 copper a day.
Yeah, that's not a lot, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Listen, I'm giving you an opportunity to change history by overthrowing a tyrant. Now, doesn't that sound appealing? I mean, your name will be written in textbooks.
They write book
They
about
would write a
Vikas?
they would write a book about you. How you helped stop evil from rising.
You see, he kind of looks away for a moment, kind of like sitting there thinking, what you want Vikas to do?
You'll just help. I want you to help our big friend that you saw train. You know how to train soldiers? I'm assuming you have some combat experience.
Yeah, so.
I need you. You also probably know the layout of the castle, right?
Uh-huh.
You're going to give us as much information about that layout as possible,
Uh-huh.
and you're also going to help train the soldiers on not how to get lost in the castle, because I'm going to assume there's a labyrinth of passageways.
Yeah.
Right. Come with me, and I put my blade away and reach my hand out.
He goes ahead and like grabs your hand with both hands and shakes it.
Yep, okay. I was going to pull you up, but this is okay.
Vikas happy with this. Let's go. You see, he's gonna go ahead and walk out. Just squish, 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 squish as he walks.
I'll be right there in a few minutes. Just need to stop at something, and I go to where Thea and Celine are. Where Thea is.
Yep.
And knock knock.
Yes?
I'm probably still holding Samira at this point.
Yeah, she's kind of like gone.
Is it okay to?
She's doing like the quiet crying. So she's still crying, but she's got no more like power to make a vocal noise when crying.
Is it okay for me to come in, or is this a bad time?
I think it'll be all right. What's going on?
Right. Well, the fish guy talked.
Oh?
She's going to use the creatures outside the bubble in the siege of Melitons.
You just watched Thea have a full body shiver.
He said that there was
vibrating Samira. It's so like, yeah.
He said that there was 5 of them outside the bubble.
That he knew of.
That he knew of. There could be more.
What?
And her armies are stationed all over the place. Some in the castle, some near the church of Thessa, right?
Yep.
Thassa.
What? Wait. Near... Damn it! We
Well,
need to get them out of there. We need to let them know. You weren't there. We've actually made a successful alliance with them.
Right,
We can't
so
just leave them alone.
we need to keep our... we also don't know if they are in cahoots with the queen, or if any members of her soldiers are posing as priests.
Someone has to go over there.
Also, good news: the fishman's going to help us. I convinced him that his name will be written down in history.
And
He's going to help us with the layout. I mean, he seems pretty... I mean, what else does he have to lose? Either way, he's going to die. If he doesn't help us, we kill him. He, goes back to the queen. She's going to probably kill him.
okay.
He knows the layout of the castle, and he'll be able to help us keep the soldiers from getting lost in the labyrinths.
Oh, I'm sure he does, and I'm sure he could. I'm just not sure I trust him.
I don't trust him either. That's why he's going over to Fezzik.
Ah, well, either Fezzik will work it out, or he'll Punch him into
Kill
the
him.
floor, one of the two.
Right. Sorry, I told her about her mother's death while I was down there.
We've talked.
She kind of like, just now kind of like pulls herself up. And she kind of is calmer than she was.
And that orb we saw down there is a focus to help her when she plane shifts. Because when you plane shift, you go somewhere random. But if we can find a way to destroy that orb, in, like at the time of her trying to plane shift, he'll just randomly shift a lot in somewhere.
There could be a lot of problems with that.
Yeah, I mean, you could end up landing on Satessa or Athreos or anywhere.
That's true. Also, she keeps the Biden on her at all times, even when she sleeps.
Well, then we just need to go in and kill her.
DM question. Didn't we hear someone say that the Bident can also be a focus?
It can. So the Bident is so when you do plane shift, since it's a pretty high level spell to plane shift, you have to have a tuning fork. A tuning fork is just used to get the right feel,
or something.
yeah, get the right signal
Got it.
for the plane. She's using that orb contraption as more of a focus to, okay, where do I want to plane shift?
Center herself.
Yeah, where do I want to plane shift to?
But there's also a possibility that if we destroy the orb and she plane shifts, we'll end up just in another plane and not Theros.
Yeah.
Like the
That
elemental
could be
plane of
bad.
fire or earth.
So we really need to find a way to change the focus to a place that's not going to destroy half of Theros.
Maybe if we figure out how it works, we can just center it in the ocean
That would be ideal.
or in the plains.
I mean,
Aladdin will be back. It won't kill anyone. Although there is the problem of the Leviathans coming with us.
Let's worry about that later.
She says that her plan is to plane shift right as the walls come down.
Well, that
So
could be
it's-
problematic.
So it's going to flood, and the Leviathans are going to attack the city. That's when she's going to go.
And there's also another problem. From what Samir and I have talked about, it needs the blood of a divine being. We don't know
And
how
she
much.
has the blood of a divine being, I assume.
well, at least from my understanding, yeah.
Great. She could, if we just took her away, she could go after Igni now.
Oh dear.
She'll find another way, I guess, without
Yes.
Symmetra
yes,
there.
she could.
Or
I
maybe
think someone has
there's-
to go to Igni, and someone has to go to the Temple of Thassa.
Is there any other divine beings that are in Satessa that we don't know about?
You mean
Oh,
Olatin?
I
Because you
Are
guys,
they
Yeah,
Aladdin
Aladdin.
divine?
When you mean divine, it is they almost mean like a demigod, but like it's being passed down because even demigods have children.
Right.
So, like somewhere down the line, somehow Kea and Chimera got it.
Right. So even though they're like a quarter
Yeah.
demigod,
Yeah, quarter demigod.
they're
something
still
like-
considered divine.
Yeah, their blood is. It's the blood they're really after, not them.
So are-
It's the power in the blood, power in the blood. How dare you? Power in the
about-
blood. Yeah.
Are the Aladdin considered divine then?
Uh,
They're old.
they are old, but they're not.
Their blood's not considered divine.
No.
Yeah, they're just a really old race.
But
Yeah.
Igni would like his blood would be considered.
Igni would count.
I mean,
What
they
about
would.
Calliope?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Calliope
that's
would
a
be
good.
Yeah, Igni or Calliope would because she's
And
been to Nyx.
we can't really exactly hide Igni in the church.
No, we can't.
Calliope
If she-
would count.
Warn them.
If the queen finds out that Samara's gone, she's gonna go after the two other demigods here in the city.
That we know of.
Or
We should at
maybe
least
she'll just
warn
use her own blood. I don't know. She seems like a
Samira.
crazy lady.
Yeah,
We'll be all right here on your own for a little while.
yeah. I'll be fine.
All right.
I'll stay here. Yeah,
All right.
we
I'll
can play.
use Prez.
We can play that that game that you really liked. Where we would draw up characters and try to say princesses and stuff. Oh, you mean
I'm gonna use Prez to like clean her up as well.
you mean Monsters and Mansions? Yeah.
Monsters and mansions. Oh no.
And they go ahead and start. Looks like they find
Before-
sheets
before
of
they
paper.
Yeah. Before they start, Arthas will like clean her up with Prez.
Yeah, she looks
And
a little
then,
better now.
like, go on to like one knee and put a hand on his shoulder. Just give her a hug.
She'll give you a hug back.
Like he gives her the look of like, I'm sorry about everything.
Thank you for telling me though. I appreciate it.
You know, you deserve to know the truth.
Now, Mr. Fuzzy Balls, I don't know if you remember the characters we played last time, but I think at this time, how about you play a archer class this time, and you see it starts getting into some weird conversations that you guys are like,
This is a weird
Yeah, leave
meta
it to it.
conversation.
yeah,
I'll walk away.
yep. Mr. Fuzzy Balls is allowed to break
The fourth wall.
break the fourth wall once.
Oh, somebody has to.
Once a session. Mr. Fuzzy
like
Balls, I use quite a bit, but he changes
That's like the-
every time I use them.
It's like that game that they mentioned in Mystery Incorporated. What was it? I can't remember. It was like Crypts and something else.
Yeah, exactly.
Creatures and Crypts or something like that. Just another Dungeons and Dragons reference.
Yeah, basically.
A Dungeons and Dragons reference in a Dungeons and Dragons game.
Yeah, exactly. But you two leave the room as they are discussing that stuff, keeping her mind occupied.
Oh my god, there's so much we gotta do now.
Alright, so are you going to go to Fezzik to fill him in on what's going on?
Oh yeah.
By this time,
Yeah.
Fezzik, you see this aquatic, looks like a quipper with no neck. Kind of comes over. I'm Vickers. I was told to help.
Vekez?
Yes, Vickers.
Is his name?
Vickers.
Vekez.
I
How
helped.
does he spell that?
Veacaz.
Veazea. What?
No, Caz.
Veaca.
Z.
Z. Okay, Vekez.
Vickers.
And that's the name of the fish guy that
Yes.
Arthos and crew caught? Okay.
Yeah.
Fishman.
Yes.
We have Sharkman and Fishman.
Oh my god.
And
What's
he's
next?
he's basically like a quipper or a minnow. Like,
What's next, Dolphin Man?
I mean, you guys haven't found everything yet, so there's who knows. But eventually you all meet back up together, really quickly.
Alright, we got a lot of news to cover.
I'll say at this point you do see I would say Fezzik has set up sort of like a obstacle course to see what they're how good they are. If you
Yeah.
see this fat satyr's trying to get over the wall, like, ugh, ugh, I will, I'll get up there in a second. Just let me get my breath. That's what you come to see, Arthos. As Fezzik is like sitting there, like,
Jeez.
like, what did you bring me?
Oh yeah, this is what his name is. Yes, he's gonna help us. He knows the layout of the castle.
Isn't,
Also, he's just
isn't
gonna
that
be.
the guy that we nabbed from the water?
Oh yeah, this is the guy I nabbed in the caverns. Yep. Trust me, he'll do anything, because I've threatened him with violence. So
Self-preservation.
Yep. Also, he wants to be in the history books. So
Yeah. My own page.
Do you know any magic or how to fight?
I do no magic.
how much?
You see, he's gonna go ahead and point at a little puddle of water. He is able to make He's able to shape water pretty easily.
Oh,
It's
Oh.
seamlessly.
that might be useful.
I
Anything else, or that's it?
I could do this on larger scale too.
Ooh, that might come in handy.
Yes.
Said you could do it on what?
He said he can do it on a larger scale. How big of a scale are we talking about?
Tidal wave.
Tidal wave. That's definitely useful.
Highest spell I know. Tidal wave.
All right.
Favorite spell.
You think you can whip these guys? Help our buddy Fezzik here whip these guys into shape?
I'll do that myself.
All right, fine. You're just gonna watch then and be support.
Go team.
Yeah, that's right.
I would say spells you have are good, but if you could learn a spell that's not water related, since we're going to be fighting
Oh, I have
creatures that live in water.
I have thunderclap and lightning lure.
Nice. Liking it
Good.
so far.
Good.
Here's some jerky, and I give him
Ah!
some dried meat.
He gobbles that up.
Arthos, you think you could maybe teach him something you know?
I mean, is your magic within yourself, or did you learn it
Inside.
inside? Yeah, there's not much I can really teach him because his magic comes from his natural self. I mean, I could probably teach him how to hold a dagger, and I give him a dagger.
You see, he begins to pick his teeth with it.
I don't think
Ooh.
he'll need that if he has shocking grasp.
Yeah, and lightning lure. Well, just in case, you never know.
Right.
He'll be our mascot, and he'll also help us navigate the castle when the time comes.
I also speak awkward.
Ah, yes, that's actually kind of useful.
Yes.
I mean, I ask him, I look at him, how many of textbooks and sacred texts that the queen might hold is written in Aquan? Do you know?
Almost all.
All of it?
Almost all.
Almost all. So there's another language that's written in. Is it common or is it an exotic one?
You have some common and some awkward. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
and deep speech. There's deep speech there too.
Anyone know deep speech?
I do.
Ooh. All right.
What is deep speech?
Deep speech.
It's a language that's usually spoken by creatures of the far realm.
And why do you know that language, Thea?
I just picked it up. I went through some dark days. Why do you think I wear black?
I mean, we all have seen our fair share of suffering.
I ate
Not
my
that
family.
You had a family?
I said I ate my family.
Oh, well, never mind.
Ah,
I thought he was going to have a cute, wholesome moment, but nope, he just talked about eating his family.
Ah.
okay, it wasn't that dark. Never mind.
And with that, I think that's a pretty good place to call it a session. I don't want Kendra to miss too much more. But goodbye.
We have a new mascot.
Goodbye, my friends. We hope you enjoyed the show. I wish we could continue, but it's time for us to go. We appreciate the memories made, never to be forgotten. There'll be more to be made next time at the Bardic Cauldron. I think that